Hello, all of you cute beans out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is Driftland: The Magic Revival. This is an interesting RTS game. I played it on stream years ago when it was still in early access, and have been meaning to return to it at some point, but then I forget, and then I mean to return, and then I forget, and yeah, you know that kind of process. But it's an RTS where you are dealing with floating magic isles that you need to, pull back for your people to take over and stuff. It's gonna be, it's a fun one. At least that I remember, anyways. But anyways, I am using the TF Talkie, so transform me to your heart's content. And hello there, Octo.
Hi, Octo.
Hello.
I see. There are multiple campaigns. I guess I'll start with the first one, even though they're humans.
I feel like in order for you to reach Geeman's streak, it's actually kind of, I don't think you can.
Well, no, they're asking what is needed to also live in the chat like Geeman. And for that, Dux, part of why we say that Geeman lives here is I will literally, open up my chat and just see Geeman doing quotes in the middle of the night. He does quotes whether I'm live or not. It's at all times, I'll just see Geeman pulling up quotes. And Karma, I like that quote. I will add that quote.
Oh my god.
Well.
All right. So it looks like I've got some pre-mission dialogue here. Emmerich remained in a light-hearted mood, trivializing the forthcoming negotiations, yet being surprisingly committed to his arcane lessons after acquiring the ancient spellbook, the Helior Grimoire. Weeds of foolishness grow on the soil of youth. Neither his brother nor his pre-ancient artifact could pull them up, it seems. We tried. I know the Alliance will require strong leaders, and the joint effort of both races, regardless of their differences. Such a rare... Never mind, let us talk about the meeting. Emmerich has navigated his home island far to the northeast, to the Scar on the Forsaken Frontier. The desolated region between the realm of men and the swamps of the Shahir, the Dark Elves, a perfect place for the gathering. The place, however, was not desolate, and was far more dangerous than anyone could anticipate. Alright, so I need to increase my population to 70 before the end of day 75. I need to meet Shalira, and Urias has to stay alive. Sure, we'll give this a go. Shalria, the Dark Elf Priestess, should meet us on one of these islands. We must find the exact place. I probably should have redone the tutorial before doing this, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Please don't exit the game. Okay, cool. Because it's kind of been, you know, many, many years since I did this. Alright. Well, tutorial, what? There we go. Click on the icon marked with a blue arrow to open victory conditions window and find out how to achieve. Well, Docs, considering that Geemond has maintained his stream streak since stream streaks were a thing, it would be, you know, 760. Because stream streaks are a relatively new thing.
Really? I thought it was longer. I thought it's been around a lot.
Nope.
It's only been around like what, 2-3 years?
Yeah, about 2 years, considering how long Geemond's at it.
I don't exactly remember when they came in because I wasn't streaming, but I've kind of popped in and out of being guests on people's streams for a lot of time, so I remember vaguely when it came out.
Yes, it is Kingdom Hearts, Karma. Just playing the command board.
How are you, Octo? A Duke?
Octo?
Sorry, I was muted.
Productive.
But yeah, like, I'm good. I just didn't want to be like alone.
That is fair, I understand.
Yeah.
Many hugs. Place an exploration flag. Right-click anywhere to open the radio flag menu. Explore! You should build your first cottage. It increases your population limit and citizens assigned to it to boost your gold income. In the building menu, choose that. Alright. Ah, we found a builder's bounty, apparently. A food-producing structure. Okay, we build farm now. Enjoy farm.
All right. Now I have the two things that I need. The 1% chance I'll get it without the burning crystal. So let's hope. Need. Wait. I need to level up that first. Okay.
Yeah, basically the story of this game is that the world was torn apart years ago and now everybody exists on floating islands. And you have wizards that can move these islands about.
Interesting.
Yeah. We are hearing or clicking really loud, Kuroi.
Oh.
Hmm.
I thought it was mine for a
I,
second.
I don't know how my clicking was coming through loudly. I give up. I tried. I thought I fixed the thing with my headset, and I don't know. It seems to still happen in this channel, but
It's okay. I'll just turn you down a bit. You come through pretty loud by yourself, so should be fine. Uh,
Kira. Kier. Frick.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I thought I need Kier, but I need Kira. God dang it.
I think Zim, the problem will be fixed after I move. I plan to get a proper standing mic and set up, and that'll probably be when it'll be able to be fixed. Because it might just be an issue with my headset's hardware. I
Not a
just can't afford to
problem.
buy anything new until I move.
It's okay. Not a problem. I like having you here.
Wow.
And it's nice having Octo here, too.
Mm.
You're back?
Alright, find a place to build a stonemason. Choose the mark category, blah blah blah. We gotta build this somewhere where it's green, so we have the most resources. I'm already using this one for lumber, so we'll use this island for stone. Redeem it and find out, Techmon. When Ren gets back, that is. Since he decided to leave us. Abandoned for all eternity. What are you up to, Octo?
Not much. Just relaxing right now. I was playing a little bit. I was playing a Resident Evil game and just taking a small break.
Ah.
Mm. No, and I was playing the what many consider to be the black sheep of the main series, which is 6. I don't know. I just felt like playing it.
Hey, Whatever you want to play, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge.
Yeah. But yeah, like people say it's like the worst out of the main series because it took the out of the action oriented Resident Evil games, this one cranked it up to like 11. It's like Michael Bay himself got a hold of the game.
I can understand why people would find that jarring, but that doesn't necessarily make it a bad game. Just maybe a bad decision to make it considered part of that franchise, not a spin-off.
Yeah, like but yeah, it was so bad or the reception to it was so bad that Capcom was like, okay, we need to rethink how to approach Resident Evil games after this. And then they made Resident Evil 7, and I consider that to be like the scariest Resident Evil game of all, like out of the whole main series.
I'm back.
Not to mention it's like the first Resident Evil where you're actually in a first person view.
Hey, Ren.
Yes, master?
How? He got completely cut off from us hearing it.
Oh,
But I know
Oh,
that
yeah.
era heard it.
He's just going like, I better not get a noise complaint. Which we will.
Well, yes, I do attack Mon, because I can just order him to do whatever I want. I'm waiting for, you know, the police to be called on him. From him, you know, screaming bloody murder and stuff. And I so badly want to... I want to hear Ren try and defend that. No, officer, I'm fine. I'm just a bottom.
oh my god.
Sorry.
4?
Yawn.
Uh-oh. We're under attack. Go, my knights. Wait, what? Why are you... Well, okay then. Oh, that was a thing. Ah, I guess I gotta buy it per person. That's weird. When the number of your heroes will grow, it will be wise and convenient to pitch a camp and form banner in it. Yeah. I guess we'll do that there. I don't know if that's where I want this camp, but I've done it as well. Oh. They have little platforms here now. Now I need to recruit and explore. Click on the... there, and then dish. Okay.
Sorry, that probably picked up that motorbike doing burnouts as it went by.
You know, funny enough, we did not hear that. But we are hearing every click of your mouse. It's so weird.
What the heck? The actual heck. So it's not picking up the dirtbag doing Bernies on my front lawn. That's deafening me, but it is picking up the gentle click, click, click of my mouse.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell's going on with my mic. I quit. It's like I'm clicking my mouse intentionally, very softly now. What the hell?
Well, I guess that's it for the tutorial? I don't know. I blame Ren. Yeah, I essentially play a mage in this game that is just doing all of this from the castle here.
So if I set the attenuation high enough to not be triggered by my mouse clicks, it won't pick up my voice.
Of course it won't.
What the shit?
What was that noise? Am I being attacked?
Noise? Oh.
I guess not. Ooh, I can blow up islands. Talk about a scorched earth policy, right? I want another explorer. And I'm gonna go with a cottage over here. And here. Chest of coins. Ooh. Good. Alright, well, it seems like the tutorial's over, but I could keep going. But I'm going to go ahead and do the campaign itself now. Oh, that splashes me with orange goo, Techmon. You know, Ren. Oh, well, apparently there's a tutorial here that was not showing before.
Nope.
Come on, open your eyes, look around. We have a lot of work ahead of us before we can start the search for the ancient spellbook, the Hellier Grimoire. Check current goals, yep. So this started me off with a pretty good setup already. Neat.
Be back one more time.
Oh my god, Ren. Hey, Mr. Guide that I'm supposed to be keeping alive, could you maybe not wander too far away, please?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
You.
Ah, they want me to build the marketplace. Very well. They have
I
told
love
me,
eating
like,
fish.
you love being fish, huh?
No, eating,
Well then,
eating.
Ren, please switch over to
No, I
fish
said eating.
sticks.
I said eating. I said eating, master.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Totally believe you. You totally believe him, right, Octo?
Yeah, totally believe him.
Wow.
That's yeah.
Well, how am I supposed to do the search over there? Oh, so the flying heroes will go over there. I see. With our good little mousy. Humph! Discord is cutting him out so much.
There's a mouse next to me. Wow.
That's okay, I'll share.
I do not eat fish.
Well, that's okay, because even though he's called fish sticks, he's still just a mouse.
Oh no, Techmon asked if we like eating fish. I just said I don't eat fish.
Oh, I I'm indifferent
And
about
that's what I
it.
say. I like eating fish. Eating. Ah.
I guess I could have had you
I
change into
will-
shark instead.
I will eat sushi. I will not eat cooked fish.
For me, I will not eat. I will try many different varieties of sushi. I have not found one I like yet, but
That's
cooked fish. Well, the purpose of it is to deliver tartar sauce into my mouth.
but yeah, have you ever tried tartar sauce with just fries?
Yes, it's wonderful.
Exactly. So you don't need icky cooked fish for that.
Yeah, but
To be
fried
honest,
fish
my
is
issue
good.
with cooked fish, my issue with fish is when you cook it, it takes on a texture, and that texture just hits my sensory. Well, I don't know. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me. It's like the sensation of cooked fish in my mouth. It's I just saying it now. I feel not so good. Because it kind of goes like flaky, but also kind of clingy. Ugh.
I mean, to each
Because of
their
my
own.
shellfish allergy, I just avoid fish in general.
I don't like eating. I don't like eating crustacea because I don't like the idea of eating bugs very much.
I just love seafood in general.
And this is
Fair
why
enough.
you are a shark.
Oh, so I looked out my bathroom window the other day while I was cleaning it, and I saw a big spider on my window, and all I could think was, if that was a crab, that would be a very meaty crab.
Okay then.
He was a big boy.
Interesting.
Welcome to us. Welcome to Australia, mate. I should take a photo of one of the big spiders I see next time so I can show you.
You aren't the first Australian I have met. You won't be the last. And I swear you all love to share your spiders.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Blue_bat15 has turned Karoi into a Chien Pao. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Chien Pao.
You really love sharing your fish. Ooh, ravaged mausoleum. What can I do with this?
Chien Pao?
Ah, this is apparently where the spell book I'm looking for is hidden. So what do I do with it?
Chien Pao.
I mean, we'll go ahead and do the nice thing and have this, we'll find this ghost son. And if it doesn't, tell us, or it doesn't reveal, give us what we want, then we can go, kill it.
Artie, that's Eastern States thing. Yes, I'm on the Western Coast. It's because the eastern coast has the funnel web. Usually the really, really big ones aren't actually a problem. If they bite, they hurt, but they're kind of harmless, apart from a bit of pain. It's the funnel web spiders and the red tails are the ones you really have to watch for. But that's more of an eastern states thing. Honestly, I have more horror stories involving snakes than I do spiders.
I know I had an Australian friend that got so mad anytime that somebody would, you know, bring up things like the spiders there and stuff.
Why?
Pride in his country and made him, I don't know.
I was gonna say, we're pretty proud of our spiders being deadly. It shows we are tough little SOBs. Have you seen what we live with?
Yeah, it's kind of like every other Australian is proud of the spiders. But he got so mad if anybody made anything or mentioned the danger of the place and stuff. We had to walk very carefully around him with what we were saying. And my argument there was always like, you realize that like your major airport that everybody flies into, basically the first thing they see is a wall of spiders, right?
Yeah, there's a big warning wall, and it's got multiple languages on it too, because yeah, our spiders are no joke sometimes. I don't know. I think if I was to express a bit of pride in my country, I would be expressing the fact that our country has this incredible beauty to it when you go out and look through the outback and look through the mountain. And there's just this place looks so amazing with this sense of mystery and danger to it. And the danger is there, but it doesn't make it like, I don't want to go there. It makes it seem like something wild and something untamable and just beautiful in its natural state. It's like, watching a wild lion when you're nowhere near it, but just able to see it from a distance. There's nothing scary about it. It's just beautiful being its strong, confident self in its own environment. That's kind of why I like my country.
Yeah.
There's a wildness to it that seems to be almost connected to the land. And I love that.
Yeah, you mentioned anything about Australia that even is remotely negative, and he got so mad.
I think it's a sentiment that's shared by people who live in Australia's cities and only live in Australia's cities and don't really go out to the country much. I could be wrong, but that's generally where I tend to see that sentiment. And it's usually because they don't see that stuff because they're in, the very dense, highly populated city. But it's like, well, so they think that that's all just, Australians being gaslighty. Because to be honest, much as I don't particularly enjoy it, Australians' sense of humor, especially towards foreigners, is pretty gaslighty. So, they kind of get all offended by it because all their international friends just expect them to be like come in all terrified to come and visit the country. And it's like, well, no, because if you're in the city, you're actually kind of there's nothing that's going to bother you. Like it's a freaking city. The threat isn't the animal. The threat is it's a city, and if you're going out at night, it's at night in a very dense, highly populated, touristy city. But yeah, so I guess I can kind of see it from that point, because like trying to convince my friends in the US to come and visit is actually a challenge, because some of them are legitimately terrified of coming to Australia. It's like, oh no, it's not actually scary, because we're not going to go to the outback. We're not going to go to the bush. You're going to probably hang around suburbia, maybe some botanical gardens, maybe the zoo. I don't know.
I'm personally not very worried about it at all. If I just know that I'm not going to be able to afford to ever go visit.
I saw something that I almost bought, and I was like, oh, if I buy this and send this to Zim, he's going to be so mad.
Buy what and send to me?
There's a new flavor of... so I was going to buy it and send you a photo of it. There was a new flavor of Tim Tams that came out.
So instead you're
strawberries and shortcake.
Oh my god, I love strawberry.
Strawberry shortcake Tim Tams. But I didn't end up buying it because they were the new flavor. They were a bit more expensive. But I was tempted to. When they come down a bit, I might get them and see if I can ship them to you.
It's okay. I can order Tim Tams here. They're only about $10 a pack.
And Tikmon, why throw me to Australia? Honest question, why?
So that's actually, I just wanted to bring up the concept because when they said that, my brain just went to the, no thanks, we have enough problem with invasive species as it is.
Wait, what? What?
We don't need any more predators.
Oh my god.
What's actually kind of funny is that while Australia is kind of a dangerous place in terms of our animals are dangerous, some of our trees are kind of dangerous, and quite a few of them are kind of scary, it's actually really fragile. Like, the introduction of the cane toad decimated a lot of our native fauna and flora. So, yeah. I always find that's funny that people's like, oh, Australia is so tough and harsh. It's like, well, yeah, it's tough, it's harsh, it's also very fragile.
That's the case with all environments, though, really. Ecosystems, yeah. Something that a lot of people take for granted, but, like, legit, you gotta protect that ecosystem.
Yeah, It's like, we might be a globalist species that can adapt to live in pretty much any environment on this planet using our ingenuity and tech. But animals, not so much. Also, I was doing some interesting research the other day. Did you know that whales are actually scientifically provably more intelligent than humans?
Interesting.
We actually know for a fact that they have self-awareness and communicate by names and form complex social hierarchy, are able of creating and inventing games and forms of play. And there is now a very strong possibility that the main way they communicate is actually by using their sonar to literally project images into each other's heads.
I mean, very interesting. I'm not sure I'd classify that as being more intelligent, personally, just different biology, but... Well,
So
I'm sure there's more to it than just that.
yes, so when we measure intelligence, intelligence is tough because if, for example, you're looking at things that are intelligent as humans, octopi are actually almost equivalent in terms of their ability to problem solve. They just function very differently because the environment that developed their neurological structure developed it in a very different way. So it's less a case of, is a octopus, for example, smarter or less smart than a person? Well, it's more of it's an alternate path that neurological development could have taken, one with a different focus of adaptability and survivability. Whales, when we talk about them being more intelligent, they are very much would be, if we were able to communicate with them, because we lack the sensory organs, we would more than likely find that they're rather deep thinkers, but less concerned with progressions of science and technology because their bodies just don't enable them to do it. More concerned with emotional intelligence and a social hierarchy and social structure. More than likely, they'd be a very community-focused species, which makes sense considering watching how they play, how they use tools, how they interact with us and other species. Yeah, kind of cool. Sorry, that was just me having a little whale nerd moment.
You're fine. You're also cute, so it's extra okay.
But, like, you know, I guess in a way you're correct that, you know, the bigger brain doesn't necessarily mean more intelligence, but it's just the degree of intelligence that whales show. The question isn't necessarily, are whales smarter than humans? It's just, in what way are they? We are very differently focused because we have, you know, limbs that can interact with our environment. We are more dexterous. So, you know, that's where our intellect developed to capitalize on that more. But, you know, if you defy the existence of intelligence in a species as the awareness of self and emotional depth, then yeah, whales technically beat us.
Yeah, we as humans basically only have one emotional depth, and that is depression.
Yep.
Well, actually, arguably, whales feel much more depressed than us. But yes, but there's something to be depressed about. We can't even be depressed as whales. Of course, what does that mean in terms of how you should think? I don't know. Maybe be a little more considerate to whales, but other than that, it doesn't value you. I always do love the fact that, you know, whales can learn to understand us perfectly, but we can't. We can only kind of work out what they're trying to communicate through repetition. Having said that, for them to understand us, it's sign language. Because, they don't hear like we hear.
You okay, Master?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
You've been quiet recently, that's why.
I was actively engaging in the conversation with Kuroi.
Oh.
True, Kiatu. Depression and tired. Yeah, we have those two.
I would argue a third, but it may not be appropriate to mention on the stream. But basically our biggest forms of depth can basically be traced to what is the influence of all poetry. I don't know if people know that thing.
I do not.
Okay. So at the core of it, if you read poetry and read pretty much everything, all poetry is about the fundamental tenets of humanity. Sex, love, and death. It's like yeah.
I see.
It's true though. If you go and read poetry, or if you try to write poetry, you'll more than likely, it will inevitably be about sex, love, or death.
But what about robots? Where do robots fit into it?
Well, so that's where you get Death, Love, and Robots, where they use robots as the substitute for sex. But even if you watch the... But if you actually watch the series, even those allegories, you'll see they very much lean into the all stories that they do are about sex, love, and... But that was the play on that they were doing with the title of that series. I thought that was very clever. Did you actually watch that one, Zim?
I did.
I enjoyed it more than I was expecting. I usually don't like anthology. I mean, I can already guess which one you liked. It was probably the same one Garu liked.
I don't remember it much because it was a while ago, but
I assume the werewolf one.
I liked pretty much all of them. There were a few that were like, okay. And then there were others where it's like, God damn it, I want this to be a whole series.
I know,
like the one
right?
with the one with the farmers and the mechs that had a very Zerg vibe to it.
Yeah.
God
cool.
damn, I would. I want a series of that.
The other one was the mech fighters in the boxing ring.
That was good too. There was also
I kind of would have loved.
There was one involving a kitsune, I believe.
Yes. That got turned into a robotic kitsune.
Yeah.
That one? Yeah, that one was a really good one.
Wait, what
Um,
happened?
I mean, should we give the blow-by-blow of the episode, or? It's just a story about a kitsune going through life in an alternate reality where cyberpunking is a thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to go into it any more than that because that is very heavily spoiler, and it's a very good story. Recommend you watch it. I think the junkyard one made me laugh. I was not expecting that one to make me laugh so hard. With the tax man.
I don't know if I remember that one.
So, fair enough. It was one of the early ones. It was one of the ones that was good on its own. I loved the maximum overdrive, but with Granny. The old lady surviving the tech uprising, fighting off all her kitchen appliances.
Don't know if I remember that one either. Hello there, Lieutenant Cassiopeia. Welcome in. Thank you for that raid. You're done dissecting organs? You're gonna raise my floating islands into your undead army. I see. Hello there, Bad. I'm guessing you're responsible for this. Hello there, Gerb. Yes, that is fine, Ducks. Well, Cassio, I'm afraid you're gonna have to contend with my one of my other characters, Asher, for that. After all, the God of Death has to have the biggest undead army. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me, Cassio. Asher's always been a god. He's always been the God of Death. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. I am Razin. We do all sorts of things here. Right now, we're doing some Driftland. We also have a large variety of games that we do here. A lot of simulators and strategy in particular. I have a huge variety of tabletop RPGs. Pathfinder, several Pokemon games, couple of Digimon, a Star Wars tabletop RPG. That's, well, you guys TF'd me, but that was the character that was just on the screen for this, was from our Star Wars campaign. Otherwise, we've got several artists that come and join us throughout the week, doing art live on stream. There is a lot of... There's a lot to enjoy here, so hit that follow button, come join us again. And for those already here, please go share the love. Ido, thank you for the shout out. Good boy. Yeah, we're just kind of chilling and hanging out tonight, having random chats about things, while I am trying to figure out this game again, because it's been a while.
So, see, I can see two possibilities with the God of Death regarding an army of the undead. I can see two approaches. It could either be they would have the biggest army because their army would be literally all the dead. Or it would be they would not have one at all and it would consider the existence of one a damn affront to its nature and probably go and seek them out and destroy them.
Asher is one that raises his own undead.
Fair enough.
He has a particular...
I like both.
So Asher has a particular way that he does things. Intelligent undead he has an issue with, somewhat. It depends on the individual. Like, if they're doing it to cheat death, for example, he does not like that. But if they were forced into it, then he's okay with it. You know, a lich is anathema to Asher. Because they forcibly are doing it, and often consume souls and the like. But meanwhile, like, somebody that's just been raised up as a wraith, well, they didn't have a say in it. But as for mindless undead, go ham. The dead are dead. They don't need their bodies anymore.
Hmm.
As far as he's concerned,
Well,
that's just
then that
meat
comes
and
to
bones
the-
just rotting away.
See, that's how I would have approached that kind of things as well. But I've been introduced to a concept of thinking about, the concept of the mindless undead being made by, basically binding the soul of that dead person there, trapping them in a sort of living hell. And so that's where I'm kind of like, well, I guess then it really depends on the lore of how the dead works in the universe as to what kind of god of death that would make you.
That is definitely a very uncommon... That's a very uncommon myth for undead.
It is, but I do like to consider other people's, I guess, outside views sometimes on things like that, and think of how that could abstract to the characters.
That would be interesting. Asher would not like that. Most of
That's
the
fair.
time, basically, when he comes across an intelligent undead, if they did it to themselves just to try and escape death, he's going to destroy them. If they have done it, like, their reason behind existing is what is important. You know, the lich that just wants to escape death, he's going to destroy it. Like recently in the campaign where they persisted past death, not to cheat death, but to fulfill a purpose, that is noble. And that is a sacrifice that deserves to be honored. If they are somebody that was raised up against their will, then, well, if they want to continue existing, he'll allow it. If they don't want to consist, well, he'll destroy them and send them on.
So I guess someone who maybe chose to stay alive for potentially justifiable reasons?
Well, like in the...
Would that be something Asher would be open to?
Yes.
Like, say, for example, someone was running an orphanage, and they were the only person who could care for these children, and they were getting old, and there was a way that they could, circumvent death so that they could keep helping these children. Would Asher be okay with them cheating death?
Yes.
So
in that
there's a
case,
sense of,
in that particular case, he would try to find a way to, help them move on, so that, finding somebody else to take that mantle.
Okay.
But...
Tekmon, I did a hydration reward, and Cosmo, don't ask me. It's been created in the PSP days. So...
do not call
I have
Asher
no
nice.
idea.
Do not call Asher nice. Asher is evil.
Well, I mean, because to be honest, though, what would happen if once he helped that old person, they didn't want to move on because they liked looking after those children? And they wanted to keep running the orphanage forever.
He would prefer to encourage them. Like, it's not a he's going to smite them sort of thing, but a strong encouragement that, hey, your time's done. It's time to move on.
Okay, so he is still prone to the pull of entropy, which is, I guess, vital to a god of death.
It is the natural cycle.
Yes. All things end.
Oh my god, Cassio. Oh my Asher. Yeah, ultimately, when it comes down to it, it is a matter of Asher seeks for the cycle to continue. But he tries to be more kind about it.
I'm wondering how Asher would do against a hero who felt themselves noble and justice, championing to defeat death itself with a concept for a society that could work with immortals.
Well, the thing on that front is that does not exist. No
It would be
matter.
an interesting villain archetype to do for it, though. It'd be a way of twisting the hero villainly trope around.
That is a
dystopian, but looking positive on the outside. But then the more you think about it, the more dystopian it is.
part of
And
why
Ash is
he
the only one that is here.
part of why he encourages it is the things to come to their end and renew a cycle is because eventually any setup like that, people are just going to get bored. They're going to stop creating, they're going to stop improving because, well, they've already done everything.
Well, then that's where you have the off switch.
Yes, Ducks. Asher did experiment with letting the world not have death at one point. It did not turn out well.
Usually doesn't. It would be interesting to see someone try to do a world without death where it doesn't turn out horrible. Just as an experiment to see if it could be done. I'm sure you could make it look positive on the short term, but you have to show it being long term positive. But there's also the concept of as if death doesn't exist, period, then the whole concept of society as a structure changes. I'd have no idea what that would actually look like. We can think about it, but imagine it. If death wasn't a thing, hunger's not a thing. Disease isn't a thing. So I guess it's just, what is the cost of the immortality? Is it just boredom?
Basically.
Or is it potentially, would we be cursed in another way? Maybe the capacity for entertainment and creativity truly is endless, as we want to believe, and we have no reason to believe otherwise. Maybe it truly is boundless, and we just can't let ourselves believe in that because we know that death is an inevitability. So in that case, what if it's more the case of the cost of immortality being we still feel everything? So yes, hunger, we no longer will die from not eating, but we still feel hungry. We no longer will drown, we no longer will die from, but we'll still feel the burning. And I don't know, which is a worse hell.
What do you think about this, Ren?
I do think boredom would be the true reason why immortality is very bad. Because we see it with kings and queens. Once they get bored,
Well, that's... Sorry, I'll let you finish.
they're starting to become more cruel because they want to experiment. We already see how
So-
boredom can destroy us. If we add immortality to it, it's gonna get much worse.
So here's my argument on that point. That only is applicable if you're referring to a elitism view of immortality, where, you know, only the elite and powerful are the immortals, and then everyone else is just their plaything. If we're talking in a world where flat out death isn't a consequence anymore, in fact, all those elite and powerful who play us like puppets potentially lose all their sway over us. The only thing they can sell us is comfort.
You're not
So,
getting what I'm
in
saying.
effect, they lose. My point is what gives them that sense of boredom is that sense that no desire that they want is left wanting. They want something, they demand it, they get it. That leaves them bored and unfulfilled. Just being allowed to live forever doesn't innately mean you get everything you desire. You still have resistance to stop that sense of pointless boredom. You still have a struggle in a day-to-day life. That struggle just changes from to survive to something else.
But what I'm saying is, the kings and queens, especially back in the day, already have all they want. But yet, they get bored. And
Yes.
as soon as they start getting bored, they want their own way of entertainment. Now, think about that, but add in immortality to that.
Yes.
It's
But
just
here's
like-
what I'm going to retort that with, Ren. I understand that, but the problem is that the kings and queens are like that because they get whatever they want. Being immortal doesn't change. In fact, if anything, being immortal might make them no longer get what they want. Because people have no reason to keep buying what they're selling. They might lose their power. I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying that there is an alternate path that it could go. That's kind of the interesting part about it. We can't... A concept of a world without death, it's just imagine the economical knock-ons that could have. It would completely destabilize our society.
But the thing is, here's another point. Is immortality being a secret, or does everybody knows about it?
Well, it wouldn't take long for people to learn that everyone's immortal. You remove death as a factor from reality. People are going to learn very quickly that death is not.
I think that's where I was mistaken. I thought only certain people had immortality. I didn't realize
No.
everyone had it.
This is now everyone is. Death is not a concept. Death is no longer a thing anyone needs to fear.
Okay, that's where I misunderstood then.
That's why I was confused. I kind of get what you're meaning, but they'd lose all their power.
Yeah, no, okay. Now, since everybody has it, that makes a lot more sense of where you are coming from.
Yeah.
I thought only certain people have it, not everyone have it. That's why I was so confused.
So for me,
But now it makes a lot
I-
more sense.
For me, that comes down to, will boredom be the eternal torment? That would, to me, would come down to, well, do you think that the human's ability to be creative and imaginative is limited? I don't, because it builds and grows on what came before. It can always build. I think that the bigger thing will be the immortal doesn't mean we can't feel. And if we keep destroying the world, which we probably will faster if we're all living forever, then we're going to feel that air rot. We're going to feel the sun sear our flesh. We don't need to worry about dying and going to hell. We will make reality our hell. I think that'll be our punishment.
That is another good question, Matt, is aging. Because frankly, imagine if you are... if immortality becomes a thing, and suddenly, yeah, that baby that you had, well, guess what? You're stuck with them as a baby forever.
Yeah, that's where it comes to the big, well, I guess you're fucked. Because you are the age you are when you're the age you are when immortality becomes a thing, because cells no longer age. Well, I mean, that's actually the other thing. What would we become? Because our cells would continue to grow and divide and replicate. Life hasn't been stopped, just death. Hello, Lovecraftian eldritch horrors? Or Cronenbergian monstrosities?
I mean, if you haven't heard the game called Library of Ruina, just imagine that.
I mean, I've heard of Library of Ruina, and I know enough to go. I've heard the SCP, The Flesh That Hates, and When Day Breaks to get enough of an idea.
Yeah, just think about that.
Yeah. It's just gonna go full body Fleshcraftian horror.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm having fun. I'm sorry if I'm being morbid. This is how I like to world build.
Well, there's another thing bad, is that reproduction would definitely have to just not be a thing. If nobody ever dies, then if we keep reproducing, eventually resources will run out. There is no...
Yes. Sorry, keep going.
There is no alternative there. It will run out.
Do you want to know the even more effed up part, though? We wouldn't have to worry about stopping reproducing for such a long time. I doubt we'd bother halting it. Because here's the thing. When death is not a possibility, a really simple solution to overpopulation, see all those air quotes uninhabitable planets out in the Git system?
Ah. I see where you're going with this.
Let's just start shunting all the baby.
Oh my god!
Because they're not going to grow up.
That's... I don't like that. I don't like that.
Sorry, you're talking to a horror writer. It's my bread and butter. I'm sorry. And I've
I
been
do
trying
not
to look
know.
for some inspiration. I'm trying to look for some inspiration for a new book. And I was wanting to actually tackle the concepts of immortality, but it was like I felt that the it gets boring approach was a bit. It's been done. I wanted to try seeing about taking it a different route. Thoughts?
I mean, you're not wrong that it is very much overdone. And there are possibly other things that could be done there. But either way,
I mean, to be honest, there are positive ways I could look at it. I could very much spin a positive outcome on the concepts of the removal of death. I could also think of dystopian outcomes. I think the problem is it's very easy to, if you completely throw the rules of needing to survive and structure out of society, it's actually pretty easy to let yourself imagine how that could be a utopia. It's also very easy to poke holes in. Yeah, but humans are kind of assholes. And we can't just let things be nice. We always have to make them horrible somehow, don't we? I mean, am I wrong?
oh, you're very much correct.
But yes, if we look at the things that would no longer need matter and ways we could unite as a
What?
species
Oh.
because we no longer have these issues.
You are suddenly very loud for some reason.
Me?
Yeah, just suddenly your volume just went up.
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Your mic, I swear.
It only does it in this channel. I wonder if it's something to do with the way I connect to this server.
I have no idea.
Well, see, the thing is that people not having to procreate doesn't mean people won't still want to do stuff. A lot of people don't do stuff just procreate. In fact, very few people do it for just that reason. But yes, I guess removing the need for child rearing could remove a lot of stress, but also a lot of people really want it. Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine, and I imagine that the heights people would go to in that field when death is no longer a thing. I mean, we're gonna get very Hellraiser-ish very fast, let's say.
Good night, bad.
Humans.
Night night.
Good night. Yes, the two. I really liked that too. That's you're talking the time machine, yeah. Oh no, two kinds. I mean, they also explored it in the time machine as well. Yeah. They also did it in Mass Effect as well with the I want to say Solarium? Solonians?
Solonians
The
are
scientist
otters.
species that live really short? Oh, what are the scientists? Solarian?
Yes.
The
Solarian.
scientist species? Yeah.
The only reason I know that is because scientist Solarian.
Yeah. And they only live to be like something 22 years old or something. Usually when you have a short-lived species in sci-fi, usually they're incredibly intelligent, and that's usually part of the reason for their short lifespan, is they develop very quickly, but at a cost.
Yeah.
Usually the more ancient species tend to learn, they usually tend to be wiser overall, but it usually takes them a lot longer to grow up. I mean, just look at the Doctor. He's still a child.
Of course, Kuvoi brings it back to Doctor Who.
Yep.
I mean, it's your own fault for being surprised at this point.
I didn't say I was surprised.
Okay. I'm going to be here, but I'm going to mute because I'm going to make myself a sandwich. Because I'm hungry.
Okay.
Food is important.
Oh, our food income is plummeting. Oh, I need
What's
to...
your objective for this?
I am still figuring that out. There! Now I have iron income.
Nice.
And a very large army. Or very large empire of connected islands. Though I do need to go exploring more to actually complete this mission.
No, to be honest, what you'll probably find is you'd probably find individuals who would be okay with the discomfort of living on other inhospitable planets versus the unhospitable planet Earth would have become anyway. So I think people would just spread and probably just build habitats to make living in those environments more comfortable. That's the positive look you can take on it. Resources are effectively limitless when it is including the entire universe. And
This is
once
true.
we get to Dyson spheres, we can print our own matter. So basically, it'll be hell until we get to Dyson spheres. Once we get to Dyson spheres, with
If you guys trying to see what I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to do. So I got the abilities I need, and now I need to merge them to get the AXP Walker. And there's like 1% chance of it getting it. So, yay for a lot of resets.
sorry, I just didn't want to leave that topic at such a bummer note. So I wanted to leave an actual hopeful interpretation that could be plausible in place.
And yeah, Kiatu, this is a really interesting game. Very much still figuring things out with it, but I'm enjoying it a lot so far.
You know what? It was a very big mistake getting black shag rug. You have a black cat. There was something very unnerving about looking at your rug and then suddenly two green eyes stare at you.
Time for what, Alpal?
Is it time for an
Dang
awoo?
No, it's. I'm cute.
Yes, you are.
Ren is cute, do 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 do. Ren is cute, do 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 do. Ren is cute, do 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 do. Ren is cute.
Dang it, Alpal! How do you manage to get all those points? The better I'm gonna get it higher. Oh my god.
Ah, I see. There is a marker for where I need to go. Onwards!
Unless you're heading to the correct direction.
Yes. Now. I was not before.
Ah.
Octo.
Bah.
What you doing?
Playing games right now.
Still the Resident Evil one?
Yeah.
Fun.
I should have counter for this. Or how many times I reset.
Oh, I have found a
Nice.
source of diamond. Don't know where, but I have apparently found it. Ah, this island, I guess.
Is her name Lucy?
Huh?
We found a place to get diamonds. Is her name Lucy?
I don't get it.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds?
Don't know it.
Still don't get it.
The Beatles song? Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
Yeah. I mean, my dad was too, but it's been so long since I've heard any Beatles songs. It's so long.
I mean, to be fair, I was a huge Beatles fan. The Beatles is awesome.
But are they as awesome as Ren is cute?
I feel trapped in a corner. Oh no, this parachute is an anvil.
Hey, Master?
Yes. You going to bed?
No, not yet.
I'm just to clarify, I'm not English.
Wait, what?
Oh, someone was just saying that it's not part of our culture like it is in England. Across the ocean in England. I went, I'm not English.
Oh. Blue Bad. Yeah, you can talk about your campaign idea.
Come on. I know it's 1%, but come on, please game. I beg. Just
You
give
should
me the
only be
ability that I
begging
want.
me.
Master, can I have the ability that I want?
No.
God! Thank
I'm
you, Brian.
I'm
Thank you,
Australian.
Brian. I like how we both stopped talking and started talking at the same time. Thank you, Brian, for the 19 months of subscription in a row. Thank you so much. My goodness. 19 months. Holy crap.
Yeah, Ren, you're peeking your mic a lot. Silly, silly fish sticks.
Thank you for the hydrate, Brian. I'm not doing a gotcha thing. It's more like there's an ability that I want, and there's only 1% of getting it if I don't have the correct item slot here. Ah. And Brian, why? Why the anvil? Why?
Deserved. And so, we finally meet, my dear humans. I have eagerly awaited this day. I will slaughter your army, your children, and the old. I will build my throne from the skulls of your loved ones. What? To arms! Kill them all! Oh, okay. Out of my magic range, I cannot do anything. Egads!
Yes, Tekmon. Anvil can be dropped on me. Freaking dang it. Ah, one day, drop for me.
Well, I'd love to defend ourselves there, game, but I'm not sure what else I could do.
And I hope you're doing well, Brian. I'm trying to get the EXP Walker. That's what I'm trying to get, Ducks.
Ooh! One of them has come back, come within range. Fireball! Fireball! How dare you have give me a cooldown?
Thanks, Tekmon. And good luck, Brian. I hope you can do it.
Alright. Oh, there's more coming. Is there gonna be an end to them all? Do I have to destroy a particular building over there or something? I don't know. We're gonna add some more of these along the route. Yeah, I think that this is one of those, Oh, okay. We had to kill so many, and now we've won. Okay, cool. Alright.
Yay?
I don't really know. Yeah, I'm
I would
not
say,
super
yay.
fond of the way that they do the story of this game. I can it's just this itty bitty little text in the bottom right that I keep missing. There's no prompt that it's popped up. It's easy to miss when you're, you know, going about things. It's not great. But the gameplay is fun. It's just definitely not something I think you should bother with if you're looking for a story.
It feels like the story is like more of an afterthought. That's what it feels
Kinda.
like.
At least so far. In the always running setting, people sometimes replace their arms with cybernetic arms to be better at video games. Well, interesting, Blue Bat.
Oh, don't say that, Tedmon.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and switch games here. Thank everybody for joining us so far on the stream. That was Driftland. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, that you can also do so by tipping to the channel directly, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, subscribing to us over on YouTube, or commissioning one of the artists that I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
So long.